So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Day kicks to Martin. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. So the first of 3 is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. The second one drops, and that brings them within 2 here. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that narrows the gap to 1. 9 seconds left in the second half of basketball. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And no good on the 1-and-1. Here is Day. Bullseye! Rozier. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's UConn with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with every...
Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than 2 of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's Louisville and the Michigan Wolverines.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Now let's take a look at Louisville's opening lineup. Stevenson in at the 4 spot. Sanders is out there with Rozier. Then it's White, and it's Mack in at the 5 down low.
And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
And so it's Louisville with it. Here's Rozier. Here's Stevenson. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
You know, you hear about the once-in-a-generation player, and Freak just might be that for his generation. Big men can be most impactful on the floor, and boy, does he change a game.
That is what's so great about Freak. Even when he isn't scoring, you can see his presence on the floor. That is what great big men do. You can see how special of a player this kid has a chance to become.
And Jones slams it in.
He threw down that 360 like it was no problem at all. That's insane skill.
The guys on the bench are just falling all over themselves.
Yeah, they loved it.
We should as well. No doubt that will be one of the plays of the year.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Wolverines shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And that one misses. And he's good on the second. The Louisville Cardinals have had a real strong run lately in college hoops, Clark, even after changing conferences a few years back, they continue to shine.
You know, and nobody knew, Kevin, just how they would fare in the new and stronger conference, but it's been winning as usual for the Cardinals.
Another miss by Stevenson. And Michigan has possession. There's the pass to Flash. Crawford outside. Here's Flash. Back to Crawford. And once again off the mark by Michigan.
And one thing that Louisville has is a very good track record of always remaining in the title picture. More often than not, they are considered to have as good a shot as any of winning the tournament. They are truly a college hoops powerhouse.
Both teams will make substitutions.
And Louisville does it with team basketball. I mean, they have their share of players that went on to the NBA. Gorgie Zhang and Earl Clark come to mind recently. But overall, this is a program that relies on the sum of the whole being greater than the individual parts.
On the court right now for the Cardinals, Stevenson, he's in at the 4 spot. Rozier's out there with Sanders. Then it's White, and it's Mack in at center. Crawford kicks to Smith. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And he gets it to go. 6 points for Freak.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
And so it's Louisville with it. The Wolverines making their last shot.
And guys, over the years, Louisville has had a reputation of being a high-flying offense. You know they'll play at a high tempo and create a lot of chances. It's just what has worked for the program for so long. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And taken away by Ellis. Crawford outside. Out to the right wing. Flash passes to Ellis. The shot misses. Good D by Stevenson. Louisville trails by 5. .40 seconds left in the first half. Shoots from 12. And it's Stevenson again missing. Stevenson's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37% to the middle. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And guys, without a doubt, it's been a rough go so far here for Freak and his team. They just can't find anything to capitalize on consistently thus far.
And Greg, I'm anticipating plenty of adjustments from the coach, but I tell you what, when it comes down to what happens in the second half, it's about the players executing. A few quick baskets right out of the gate, and it's anybody's game.
We've got Flash. Ellis is out there with Jones. Then it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the 2. And for Louisville, Stevenson in at power forward. Sanders is out there with Rozier. Then it's White, and it's Mack in at the 5, roaming the paint. Stevenson drives in, takes it up with both hands, and rips it down.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball. Really, in all sports, the school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had over the years.
Thomas checked in for the Cardinals.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Louisville trails by 4. Here's Stevenson. Excellent D that time from Jones.
And for the Wolverines, they have one official title in 1989. Have made it into the college championship game a lot of other times. Finished 5 times as the runner-up.
Taylor's checked in for Michigan. And then for Louisville, Hughes is checked in, and it's Russell in for Sanders.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And he gets it to go.
And there have been some highs and lows in the Michigan program. Overall, you have to give them credit for being a persistent presence in the tournament. A lot of iconic moments have involved the Maize and Blue.
Wright dishes to Jones, passes it to Flash. The feed to Wright. Wide open look, and there's another one for the Wolverines. Both teams will make substitutions. Louisville trails by 3. We've got Ellis. He's out there with Smith. Flash out there with Jefferson. And it's Crawford at the 2 spot.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
And that one's good, Ellis.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Wolverines.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Pass to Smith. Wide open look. The shot is off, and it's Louisville the other way. 1:49 left here in the second half of the game. Here's Stevenson, and that one's good.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field, and everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line, and they found a way to do it here in the second half.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling. I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
There's 1:26 left to play in the second half. Kicks to Smith. The jump hook, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Here's Stevenson. Again, the Cardinals score.
That's a huge shot.
And that put a hush over the crowd.
Wow, I mean, took these fans out of the game in the blink of an eye.
And it's out of bounds. The Wolverines able to retain possession here. Harrell, he's checked in for 3.